What is up, guys? Adrian here from Losh TV, and I want to welcome you to the Halloween Spectacular. Okay, it's not that spectacular, but I want to welcome you to the Halloween special for Losh TV. For my friends, to ask them and myself, what is your go-to Halloween movie? For example, for me, the movie would be Trick or Treat right off the bat. That's because one, it's my favorite movie. I watch it year-round, but every time I watch it, I find myself loving the movie more and more for the fact that this movie created a horror icon off of nothing, because there was no Sam before, and now we all know, thanks to Rhonda, that we celebrate Samhain for a reason. Anyways, I will kick it over to my good friend Scott. You guys know him, you guys love him. Scott from Socalexploring. Go check out his channel and listen to what his favorite movie is. I'm watching you, so do it.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Scott from Socalexploring. You may know me, you may not, but I'm happy that I'm a part of Adrian Losh TV's go-to horror films for the Halloween season. I don't know if that's the actual name of it, but we're just gonna go with that. Now, there's plenty of great horror / Halloween time films, but one in specific that I find myself watching every single year, actually it's a series, is none other than the Purge franchise, more in specific, the Purge election year. And that is because out of the 4 Purge movies, this one is the best one. I love the storyline around it. It's scary. Honestly, I think that it's the scariest one, and there's just great acting all around. And I know, fitting, right? Election year for this year. But yeah, that's my go-to horror film every single year. It's just the Purge movies in general, but more in specific, one that I will not miss every year is the Purge election year. And if you guys haven't checked it out, then what are you doing? Go check it out. Purge election year is the perfect time to watch it this year as well. But be warned, you may be spooked a little bit. Thanks for having me on, Adrian, and I look forward to doing more of this stuff with you.
And thank you, Scott, for being here today with me. Not in Florida, but from California. I miss you, buddy. Can't wait to do haunts next year. Hopefully Horror Nights. Stay tuned for Horror Nights Unscripted, everyone. Coming very soon for your beautiful faces. Anyways, off the topic of self-promotion. Did someone say self-promotion? You can get this shirt and many more at the Losh shop. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Scott, why would you say The Purge? Why does that get you in the mood? Well, you should have listened. Anyways, The Purge is honestly a great film. I like the whole franchise. The franchise is really good. And honestly, it's led to some great Halloween costumes. I mean, who doesn't want to go purging? Right? No? Okay. It was just a joke. Relax. Anyways, I'm going to kick it over to my great buddy. You guys know him. He's the other half of Horror Nights Unscripted. Michael from Hallowedthrills. What is your go-to Halloween movie, my guy?
What's up, guys? It's Michael from Hallowedthrills, and the one movie that if I had to pick one that always gets me into the Halloween season, like the Halloween spirit during this time of year, it would have to be the original 1978 Halloween film, Michael Myers. The reason that always gets me in the spirit is because back when I was growing up, my father, he would always decorate for Halloween and everything, and he was just a big Michael Myers Halloween fan. He would always dress up as Michael Myers, and that was the first film that we watched every year during the months of September, October to get ready for the season. And then also, if I had to pick an honorable mention, just because it's such a great movie not to mention, the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown is an absolutely great Halloween movie, and honestly, if you don't watch that during the Halloween season, what are you doing? Snoopy as the Red Baron, Charlie Brown as a ghost with way too many holes in his sheet, and he just continuing to get a bag of rocks every time he goes out trick-or-treating. It's a funny family film, but like I said, if I had to choose one, I would go with the 1978 Halloween film.
Thank you, Michael, for telling me your favorite Halloween movie, and an honorable mention that is very much so honorable, because the Peanuts have a huge impact on a lot of people's livelihood as a child. If you haven't seen It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, please go ahead and do so. That's probably one of the most like humble Halloween movies you can watch. There's a few more, but I'll let you guys tell me. You guys tell me down below, what is one of the most humbling Halloween time movies you like to watch? Along with that humbling movie, we also had Halloween, which was his selection. And I have to say, I agree. He's such an iconic character. Michael knows what he's doing. Like, John Carpenter, the way he structured that movie was just chef kisses all around. Honestly, best decision you could have made, Michael. Sorry if that was loud. Best decision you could have made. Now, on to some fun stuff. I got the boys over at TLEV that want to tell you. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. No, not the boys. Just Josue. Okay. Josue will be giving us the 3 boys. All 3 of their Halloween movies. Bring them in. Live from TLV headquarters. Go, go, go.
Thank you so much, Adrian, and thank you to everybody over at Losh TV. Thank you for having us and letting us share with you guys our favorite horror movies for Halloween time. As you may know, Halloween is just around the corner. I mean, it's basically here. And, you know, nothing screams Halloween like a good horror film, like Halloween. But that being said, we wanted to share with you some of our favorite horror movies that pretty much scream Halloween, and if not, are like an essential Halloween view. Like, it's not Halloween unless we watch these movies. So without further ado, let me share with you guys our favorite Halloween films. First up, you have Mr. E's pick. Now, Mr. E, I mean, just look at the guy. Need I say more? He oozes Jack Nicholson vibes. He lives for Jack Nicholson vibes. And one movie in particular has stolen Mr. E's heart. I tell you, Mr. E lives, breathes, and is probably going to die The Shining vibes. That's right. Mr. E's pick for his Halloween choice is The Shining. Now, I mean, what more do I have to say about this classic? It's spooky. It's weird. Some of the things just don't add up, and it's just gives you goosebumps all over your body. But it's such a slow burn film, you know? It's one of those movies that when you sit down, you gotta take some time to digest it all, but the payoff at the end is unbelievable. So that's why Mr. E's pick is The Shining. Next up, we have Thomas's pick. And Thomas's favorite Halloween film to watch is none other than a Universal classic, The Wolfman. Now, of course, Thomas went with a Universal classic. I mean, I'm pretty sure half of our bond that I have with Thomas is over the classic Universal monsters. And in particular, his favorite happens to be The Wolfman. But I mean, who can blame him? It's a classic. A movie about transformation, a movie about werewolves. I mean, come on. What's not to love? And what doesn't scream Halloween than werewolves? And last but not least, my pick. Now, Mr. E kind of went with a older movie, and Thomas went with a way older movie. I decided to switch it up a little bit and give you guys something more recent that I absolutely love, and that is a film in the Conjuring universe. That's right, that's right. And now, The Conjuring was a very close pick, but I think I absolutely love The Conjuring 2 a little more. And I dare say it's just for the scene where Ed Warren plays a guitar and he plays a classic Elvis song.
Thank you. Hey, don't laugh now. But I can't help falling in love with you.
And you know, it just kind of melts your heart, you know? I mean, what other movie does that, where it gives you this horrifying paced movie where it's just demon nuns and spookiness and British people, and in the middle, a heartfelt song from the heart, right here. I mean, The Conjuring 2 is absolutely, for me, I think it's going to go down as a classic but we would definitely love to know what your guys' Halloween pick movies are. Let us know. So once again, thank you so much to Adrian and Losh TV for having us. We hope you guys agree with our pick for really awesome Halloween movies. We'd love to know what your guys' Halloween movies are. But yeah, so thank you once again, and I'll catch you guys later.
Thank you to Josue and the boys over at TLEV for telling us the movies that get them in the mood for Halloween. I mean, all three of them are solid movies. They're all three from different eras, and they're different types of horror. Two of them are psychological, but one's The Wolfman, which has all that makeup, and Jack Pierce did a great job with that makeup. So I love that movie, and I love the fact that that's Thomas's go-to. The Shining, that movie still gives me like psychological thrills every time I watch it, because I try to connect things, and there's so many like missing links in that movie. Now, if you guys haven't seen Doctor Sleep, I'll recommend watching Doctor Sleep because it continues the story of The Shining. Not as good, but it continues the story. And then to Josue's The Conjuring 2, that movie is just creepy. I mean, like, I watched that movie in theaters, right? And I'm sitting in the front, eating my popcorn, because I got there late, I'm sorry. I was eating my popcorn, and right when the Crooked Man started coming out of the little, like, tuning box thing, some people behind me, like, ran out of the theater. Like, all the way out. I laughed so hard. So, yes, all three of these movies are fantastic, and I would watch these before Halloween to get me in the mood. Thank you, boys over at TLEV. Now I'm going to hop over to my boys at the Nights of Horror. We have Anthony bringing us his movie that he would watch to get him in the mood. Anthony, what's that movie, my guy?
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I am Anthony from the Nights of Horror, and I want to give a special thank you to Adrian for letting me share with you my favorite scary movies for Halloween. Now, I have 3 that I love watching every Halloween season, no matter what. I'm going to share with you a family one, and 2 of them are for the ages of 13 and over. More maybe rated R, but I started watching these movies at 13, maybe even younger, so if your parents are cool with it, watch them. But the first one I'm going to share is a family movie, and I'm going to go with Halloweentown from the Disney Channel original movie. It's such a good film. I remember watching those as a kid every Halloween season on Disney Channel. Such great films. Really bring out the Halloween spirit in all of us, I think. And that whole trilogy for me was just great growing up. I used to watch them all. Had a good time watching them. Loved watching them. Such a fun time. And the other 2, the adult more films. The first one's going to go to The Exorcist. Now, The Exorcist is probably the scariest movie known to man, in my opinion. And it's a good watch for Halloween. A very scary movie. And I guarantee you won't be able to sleep for about a week, because I didn't when I first watched it. And obviously, it has to go to the master who rules Halloween, and that is Michael Myers himself, and that is going to be the original 1978 Halloween film. I love that film so much. I tend to watch at least Halloween 1, 2, and 2018 all the time, no matter what, and if I can watch the other ones, I throw them in there. But Halloween 1 is a must every Halloween season. I have to watch it at least once, and I preferably try to watch it on Halloween night unless something else comes up. But yeah, Halloween is a must. But those are some of my favorite Halloween movies that I love watching in the Halloween time season, and I'm curious to hear everyone else's, and I hope everyone else has a safe and fun Halloween this season. We love each and every one of you, and yeah, thank you.
Okay, but no joke, Anthony, I just watched Halloweentown yesterday. Like, my girlfriend came over and she was like, we gotta watch a spooky movie. And I was like, we're watching Halloweentown. So we watched Halloweentown. Honestly, rewatching it, I haven't seen that movie in a few years, and rewatching it for the first time in a while, it gave me real, like, Halloween nostalgia vibes. And I was like, this movie's fire. Why haven't I watched it recently? That, and then Halloweentown 2, and then Halloweentown High? Can't remember that third one, or fourth. Cut that. Like, Halloweentown in general was just a fantastic movie. Like, it had everything you'd want from a spooky Halloween movie. It's like, if Trick or Treat was more kid-friendly, it would be Halloweentown. There you go. And then, talking away from kid-friendly, talking about The Exorcist, my guy? That movie literally made me scream as a child. That movie's terrifying down to the core. It is scary. Like, the music score, everything. And we can't talk about music score without talking about the master. And that is what you brought up as well. Halloween and Michael Myers. Those movies, like you said, you recommended Halloween, the first one, the original. But Halloween, Halloween 2, and then Halloween 2018. Those 3 movies are freaking phenomenal. I love those movies, and I can watch those at least once every haunt season. And honestly, I love these recommendations. These movies are great. And we have one more person we're going to hear from today. And he is my good friend, Jonathan, from the Hauntline. Let's ring him up. You guys know the number, right?
Losh, my man, what's up? Well, I have to say the movie that always gets me in the Halloween mood, without fail, is Insidious. First of all, James Wan is a master of horror, and I love the way that he just casually plants ghosts in his scenes. The movie reminds me of like a carnival dark ride because you're seeing all kinds of different ghouls, you're going to different locations, and the further looks like a terrifying place to be in, but I want to go. Honestly, you can't go wrong with Insidious, and even Insidious Chapter 2. After that, we don't talk about it, but Insidious 1 and 2 definitely always get me in the Halloween mood. So, happy Halloween.
All right, Jonathan. Happy Halloween to you as well. And I feel like Insidious, those movies are great. I like them all, but I feel like you said, the first 2 are the better of the 4. The third one, the fourth one, they're okay movies. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, the third one was like before the first one, and the fourth one was just there. Like, it was just another movie. They're all good, but like you said, the first 2, masterpieces, chef kisses. That is everyone that I had today. I wanted to get more people involved, but I kind of ran out of time, and I got my boys instead. I love each and every one of you. Go check out all of their channels. They're phenomenal people. They're amazing people. Subscribe to all of them and tell them Losh TV sent you. You're not going to get a Travis Scott meal. You're not going to get a Losh TV meal, but they'll probably give you a thumbs up. So, with all that being said, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And stay excellent, my dudes. Happy Halloween.